Hi, I'm Peter Freeth and I'm here to tell you about the Creative Problem Solving workshop that I'll be running with Prospects Lebanon in Beirut in March 2019. Problems are part of everyday life, and we have to achieve complex goals with limited resources in the constraints of collaborative working. When we're working in organisations, we put so much emphasis on teamwork, but actually teamwork can be counterproductive. When we do things that we've never done before, we automatically encounter problems that we've never come across before, and therefore we constantly have to figure out new ways to solve these new problems, and this is the nature of creative problem solving. In creative problem solving, everything that you already know is useless. You might think that you've got experience, that you know the best way to do something, you've got tried and tested methods. All of these are irrelevant because you're coming across problems that you've never had before. Therefore, to comfort yourself thinking that you know how to solve a problem or you've got experience, actually creativity is more important than experience. And creativity is a process that we can understand, we can harness, and we can use it to our advantage. We can use it systematically if we learn how, if we learn the underlying rules of creativity. In order to solve tomorrow's problems, you've got to create ideas and solutions that have never existed before. And this is why creative problem solving is key to success really in any kind of organisation, individually as well, if you're working for yourself or if you're working in small teams, collaborative teams, or whether you're working in very large organisations. The organisations, the businesses, the companies that are successful are not the ones that have the best product or the best way of doing something. They're the ones that are constantly innovating. And if you can learn how to do that, then you'll always be one step ahead of your competitors. Creativity isn't a random process. It's a highly structured approach, but it creates unpredictable results. Throughout the history of mankind, great artists, writers, inventors, they've all followed a very simple method for generating as many ideas as possible, and then exploring and testing those ideas methodically and systematically. And the results are the creations that we see around us every day. What we don't see around us every day are the ideas that failed, the ideas that didn't pass the test, the ones that didn't meet the expectations of the creator. So actually an important part of the creative process isn't just the act of creating ideas, creating new methods or new approaches, but actually very quickly getting rid of the ones that don't take you in the direction that you want to go. You notice I didn't say creating solutions, because to call something a solution is to judge that it will work, and actually prejudging and looking for a solution is one of the main things that kills the creative process. What we've got to do is generate as many ideas as possible, not look for solutions. That comes later. The fact that a lot of people focus on success and focus on finding a solution is the single biggest factor in destroying creativity, especially in large organisations where there's a problem and there's too much of a focus on we've got to solve the problem as quickly as possible, rather than we've got to create as many diverse ideas and concepts and possibilities as we can. So whether you're developing creativity for yourself or for teams, the process is always the same. The results are the same. It's a new, innovative approach, an innovative idea, concept that you could not have created through linear, old-style thinking, that you could not have created by relying on experience alone, because experience only points you to the past. So in this workshop, you'll learn the simple creative methods that give rise to unique, innovative, unpredictable solutions. You'll be able to use these methods with yourself, with your colleagues, and with your clients to bring new perspectives and new angles on the barriers that separate you from real success. So what we're going to cover in this workshop is the true nature of creativity, and that may be something that surprises you. The difference between divergent and convergent thinking, and the two critical main phases of the creative problem solving process. How to let go of what works and that experience that we have a tendency to rely on. How to become more open-minded, and the critical importance of inspiration. great creators, artists, inventors, they don't work in a cave, they don't work in isolation from other people, they immerse themselves in a world of distraction and potential inspiration, and will learn how to do that. How to create space to think, that's very important, and how to diverge, how to create ideas, how to remove barriers and open up the possibilities for creating new ideas and new directions to move in. We'll work with some idea generating tools that you can use to generate concepts. And then we'll move into the idea of converging, testing ideas, exploring, experimenting, and the idea that that makes all good artists successful, which is curating ideas, getting rid of the ones that aren't going to take you where you want to be. Implementing ideas, of course, this is very important. We can't call something a solution to a problem until we've actually put it into practice, implemented it, and made it work, and proved that it works. And finally, how can we look back and turn all of this knowledge into templates that we can use in the future to continue to create ideas for finding successful solutions to the problems that you can't even predict yet. So join me in March with prospects in Lebanon, in Beirut, for the Creative Problem Solving Workshop, and I look forward very much to seeing you there.